Hey guys, Troy from Washrite, just at the workshop, and I'm going to make a video on how we store, transfer, decant our chemicals. So first of all, I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you what we have and how we transfer it. Okay guys, so the first one is a 200 litre drum of our slow release moss and mold killer. We obviously have the drum pump that pumps it out into 20 litre containers. That chemical is normally used to apply to a roof after we've washed it. It will keep the moss, mold and lichen off the roof for about 2 years after we've cleaned it. Great product, not really used around the world. It's used a lot in New Zealand. Great product. Over here we have our soap, brand new drum, just been delivered. It's our surfactant, it's our wetting agent and our foaming agent. We add that to all of our house wash mixes. That is made just for Washrite. You can't buy that. We're still playing with the recipe. We're going to add a colour to it to give it that real bright either blue or red colour when it hits the building. Very similar to the Apple wash, but just a different scent. But great product. Obviously we use the same drum pump to pump that out of that drum. Now over here we have our sodium hypochlorite. Okay guys, so we have at the moment 3 200 litre drums, and it is basically pumped out with these pumps here into these containers. Obviously we cut a 200 litre drum in half to catch any overflow, and then we've obviously got the big container. So this big container normally fills our truck tanks up when we're doing roof washes or anything, soft washing, anything where we need bulk hypo onto a truck, and we just gravity feed it. So it obviously has 2 ball valves, the standard one which we don't trust, and then we've got a high quality ball valve here. Then we just have this hose that runs up, hooks onto there. We just pull it down onto the truck, into the tank, and open the ball valve. We have the big tank on a 1700 litre bondage container. So if these ball valves ever give way and rupture and spills the hypo, this container can catch all that and more. So that's 1,000 litres, that can hold 1700 litres. Most of our guys take out their hypo in these 20 litre drums, and we downstream from there. So we make up our mix and we downstream from there. We do have other chemicals such as degreasers and caustic. If I look up here, so here's a caustic container that's recently been emptied. And then normally what we do is we'll normally decant a couple thousand litres of hypo into 20s. So as you see up here on our racking, if I come around, so our top shelf is normally made up of 20 litre drums of sodium hypochlorite, and we normally stack them 2 drums high, and we normally have those ready for dispatch to our franchises around New Zealand. So guys, that's how we store our chemicals. We're in the process of getting another one of these and replacing this here. We will actually have a 1500 litre custom made chemical tank on top of it, and we're actually going to have 2 of them. So 2 bondage containers, 2 tanks. We're going to have a pump system. So basically when the delivery truck arrives, there will be basically 2 big cam lock systems right near the roller door. They'll pump into them and the lines will go up, across and into the tanks. Just a little bit more safer. So guys, that's how we store our chemicals. That's how we decant them and transfer them. You know, we try and keep everything as basic as possible. We try and stay away from anything as complicated. It's just more stuff to break down. Okay guys, so well on the other side of the workshop, that's where the main chemicals is stored, and that's where we store the 20 litre drums ready to be couriered out or freighted out to our franchises. Over here we have some other storage for chemicals. So we've got some other chemicals over here that we basically have on these mobile dollies. They can be obviously moved around one side of the workshop to the other, and then we've obviously got another drum over here. So what we do is we try and keep some chemical on this side of the workshop and some on that side. So basically when we have trucks coming in, doesn't matter whereabouts they park, the chemical is easily accessible. Obviously health and safety is a big consideration in New Zealand, so we obviously have to mitigate the distance that they have to carry a heavy weight to their truck. So we mitigate that risk by having chemicals close to each side of the truck. So this truck right here, it can fill up right there, literally 1 meter, 3, maybe 4 feet away. Obviously come over here, this truck can fill up straight from there. If you have any questions, leave them in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.